I went through the documentation, almost it is 27, 30 pages.
Yeah.
I went up through some 18, 20 pages. The rest I'll go through today, tomorrow, something like that
Okay.
on SAP HANA. And on the installation, I followed all your instructions, installed, but my screen, after installation, when I click the icon, I'm not getting the screen that you are showing in the YouTube video. I'm getting a white screen. I'm not getting the login screen like what you.
In white screen, you need to add that server details. There is one create option. I will show you. For example, are you able to see in my screen, right? So
Yeah.
this screen you got just
No,
this entire white.
not this, but maybe I am wrong. After installing, you got icon on your desktop, right?
This one create option, SAP logon pad.
No, I'm saying about in your
Uh,
desktop, you have
uh,
SAP logon icon, right?
uh,
I have not got it basically.
oh,
So what I
okay.
did, I searched on, to the Windows icon. I pressed and searched for SAP. I could see SAP logon app kind of
770.
one. 770 exactly.
Uh,
It can I share my screen for a
yeah,
moment?
please
Yeah, give
show
me
me
one.
what's your problem.
Where is the share screen? Yes, share screen is here. Mm, no, not this window. Yeah.
After chart that is there. I think I need to stop my screen sharing. Okay. Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yes,
If
exactly.
uh,
So here after variable login, you have that. Yeah.
new.
Click that one.
Yeah.
Click that one only. That option only
Connect,
after variable login.
connection is it?
No,
If I click,
no. Yeah,
have,
double click on it.
oh, if I click it, these two options are coming. Connection shortcut.
Connections shortcut. No. So 1 minute.
When I clicked this, okay,
Mm.
the
Mm-hmm.
SAP logon is there. I clicked
Mm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
When I click this, I'm getting this screen. This screen, I got it. I'm
No, Giri. So after variable logon, if you click that option, so it
new.
displays one more.
Yeah. It
Displays
says,
one more box.
if I say connection, what happens? This one is it?
Mm.
Is this one?
No, it is showing differently. No, see, for example, I will share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the screen, right? What you got, log on and
Yes.
variable log on. So here there is a new option, right?
Yeah.
So if you click this new option, you got this pop-up
Mm,
box.
not getting it.
Mm. So here you need to maintain the description, application server, instance number, and system ID. These four details already I provided to you
Should
in
I
WhatsApp.
yeah,
Okay.
I got all of them, but I'm not
Mm.
getting the screen. Maybe I'll do one thing. I'll try to reinstall, maybe. I don't
Yes.
know whether I
Yeah,
assume it has not got installed properly.
exactly.
Okay. Should I uninstall this, or maybe I can just
No. You need to
I can just
uninstall.
uninstall. Okay, I'll do that. I'll go
Uninstall
to
and later you need to install. And
mm,
if you have any problem, then ping me. We will see that issue.
sure. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So then we will continue on the today discussion. So basically, in finance training, so majorly we concentrate on the 6 topics. I can say 6 chapters. And out of that, the first chapter is the enterprise structure. Okay.
Yes.
So in any SAP, before we start any functionality of SAP, so basically we need to maintain a entire business enterprise structure into the system. So in SAP, basically for the functional point of view, we have 9 type of enterprise structures is there.
Okay.
And again, that 9 type of enterprise structures needs to maintain by the respective functional consultant. And where it comes to ours, being a finance consultant, we are the responsible to maintain the finance enterprise structure. Okay.
Okay.
And the meaning is every company we knows will have some departments, manufacturing units, plants and branches.
Mm,
And usually these are called as organizational units in the company.
mm.
And one organizational unit is linked with the other organizational units in some way or the other way.
Yeah.
And usually this relation we call as enterprise structure.
Mm, mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here I mentioned some enterprise structure theory as well.
Mm.
And when it comes to the SAP, we can see the main areas of enterprise structure. We have 9 areas in the enterprise structure.
Okay.
Like financial accounting, we have enterprise structure, and controlling, we have
Mm,
materials management, sales and distribution, service, human resource, logistics, and
mm.
plant maintenance.
Yeah.
And where it comes to our training, so we need to learn and we need to know the financial accounting and controlling enterprise structures.
Mm.
These two is more than enough.
For
Okay.
the FI, for the FI
Yeah,
model.
for the FI people.
Mm.
And when it comes to the people, they maintained their enterprise structure. And
Yeah.
SD consultants, they maintained their enterprise, their organizational structure. So
Okay.
likewise, the respective functional consultants is the responsible by the respective enterprise structure set up into the system.
Right. So in SAP, these like service structure, we have various things.
Mm.
So the FI person may not enter into material or the
No, no,
person may, okay,
no, no. It's
one
very
person may
clear.
not manage multiple stuff.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Okay.
Respective functional consultant only maintained by the respective enterprise structure. Simple.
Mhm. Okay.
So
Okay.
in real time project, what happened in implementation project, we have
Mhm.
finance consultant, we have consultant, we have SD consultant, we have warehouse management consultant. So
Mm.
all consultants is there, right?
Right.
So combinedly and collectively, we need to work in the implementation project. So that time, so the respective functional consultant is the responsible by the respective enterprise structure.
Okay. Okay.
So being if
The job will be distributed to each. If a company has all the functions, we'll have all uh, consultants, maybe managed by a super manager or someone like that, and the job will be distributed to different people.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next point. So you can see some of the example how the enterprise structure we maintain in SAP. Like the top of the highest enterprise structure is the operating concern. So this is the part of controlling. And under the operating control concern, we have some controlling area. This is the controlling area which is belongs to the controlling module. Under the
Right.
controlling area, we have company code, and this company code is connected to the sales organization from the sales team, and as well
Mhm.
as this company code is connected to the purchase organization from the team.
Yeah.
So again, under sales organization, we have distribution channel and division,
Mm.
and under division we have storage locations as well. Sorry, under plant. So under purchasing organization, we have plant, and under plant we have storage location, and under plant we have shipping point and all.
Okay.
Okay. Next point. So this is the screen where we can see the enterprise structure in the SAP system.
Mm.
So I will open the system. Okay. So usually in SAP already I told right earlier we have two things. One is the SAP easy access and another is the SAP display IMG guide. This one. These are the
Yeah.
two screens.
Yep.
But whenever you want to maintain any T code, please try to remember always in SAP easy access only we need to give the transaction codes.
Right.
And even if you want to give the transaction code in the display IMG screen also, here if you want to give, you need
Mm.
to use /n or /o. These two
Oh,
things we need to put before the T codes.
okay. In that,
Slash n,
if we do that, it takes us to the. Uh,
yeah. For example, if I maintain /n, VKOA. Okay.
Okay.
So in
Right.
this case, what happened? The SAP is opened new session. This session is
Okay.
as is. For
Okay.
example, if I click on OK, so
Uh,
then you can see this is the VKOA setting.
okay.
But
The
so it
original
means the
screen is still
screen is,
there.
oh yeah.
Okay.
But even if I opened some, for example, I go to one more time VKOA. Here we need to give the direct T code in SAP Easy Access. Don't give any slash n or slash o. Okay.
Okay.
So in this screen, for example, if I give o and OBYC, so it is opened one more screen and the existing screen still it is there. So these
Right.
are the sessions. Even you have the new session option here, new GUI window. Now you can see the four sessions is there, 1, 2, 3. If I open one more session, click on new GUI windows, it is open fifth session. So now you can see 1, 2,
Mm.
3, 4 sessions is there. So this
Yep.
is the fundamental things only, how we opened these things and all.
Yep.
And when it comes to the enterprise structure, again, if you want to go to the display MG screen, there is two ways. One, we need to go with the SPROT code. If you click this one, you need to select this SAP reference IMG. Now the display IMG screen is open. This is the one way, or
Mm.
otherwise you can give directly SIMG T code. So if
Right.
you give the SIMG directly, it opens the display IMG screen. And here you can see these are all the options what we have in the SAP. And out of this, there is a enterprise structure option here.
Right.
So this enterprise structure option, we need to go to the definition. And here you can see these are all the 9 enterprise structures, what I said in the just a few minutes back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And out of that, so we are responsible for these two only.
Mm.
We are not worried about the remaining enterprise structures things and all.
Okay.
So if I click on the financial accounting, again, you can see these things we need to maintain in the system.
Mm.
Enterprise structure related settings we need to maintain in the system.
Yep.
Okay. So now, so here same things I mentioned in our material as well.
Mm.
So please go through this material. And the very important point is simple understanding. There is some small differences there in SAP, like the company and company what we used the term in SAP and what we used in the general language.
Yeah.
See, usually if you consider one Tata group of companies, we have different companies. Like TCS is one company,
Yep.
and Tata Motors is one company, and Jaguar is one company, or
Yeah.
some AirAsia is one company. So
Yeah.
in general language, what we called like Tata Motors is a company, and
Mm.
TCS is a company, and Air India is a company, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the SAP, these things we don't call as company.
Mm.
So company means in SAP, the group of company we call as company. It means
Okay.
Tata Group we consider as a company.
Mm.
Under the company, whatever the companies we have in general language. So
Mm.
these things we need to call as a company code.
Okay.
Company code is nothing but separate legal entity. Why?
Mm.
Because as per our understanding, the TCS is a one company and the Tata Motors is a another company.
Yeah.
But the very important point is these two is a have separate legal entities.
Mm.
But these two are part of Tata Group.
Yep.
So the Tata Group we call as SAP terminology as a company,
Mm.
and these things we call as a company code.
Yeah.
So this is the small difference in our general terminology and SAP terminology. And even we are mapping the enterprise structure in SAP like this only. Under the company, like
Mm.
the Tata Group of company, we
Mm.
maintained the company codes like this.
Got it. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So now I mentioned the diagram as well. The company means group of companies. Under the group of companies, whatever the individual companies we have, simply we call as company codes here.
Yep.
Okay. And one more thing, even we have company. Under the company we have company code, and under the company code we will maintain the business areas as well. Sometimes what happened, if the business wants to see their performance by the geographical area, so that
Mm.
time we need to maintain the business area as well. For example, in India, so Tata Motors have a business across the India,
Yeah.
but if they want to see specifically some Chennai area business or Hyderabad
Mm.
area
Yeah.
business or
Mm.
Bangalore area business, so that time
Mm.
we will maintain the business areas as well.
Right.
And some more thing like company, under the company we have company codes, and under the company codes we will maintain the segments as well. Segment is nothing but based on the business functionality we divided the segments, and under the
Right.
segments we have profit centers as well.
Mm.
And when it comes to the credit control area wise, we have some credit control area. I will tell you what do you mean by credit control area. And the credit control area is the top of the company code. And under the company code, again, we have a customer. This is the credit control area perspective.
Okay.
So now we are going with the Tata group of companies. And now this is the meaning of company. Company
Mm.
represents the group and it contains up to 6 characters, and we can maintain as alphanumeric. And at the company level, we can prepare the consolidated financial statements. For example, if I want to see this entire group of companies' performance, I can see this performance on the company level in SAP.
Mm.
Why? Because these are all company codes I am connected to this group of companies.
Right.
Yeah. And now how I will maintain the company here. So I will take one more thing. 9 a.m. So I will take one Excel sheet, which is very helpful to us. Why? Because whatever we maintained in SAP, so we need to maintain when we started, I think 25, right? 25, 10 and 9 p.m. Okay. So we need to maintain some Excel sheet as well like this. And in this Excel sheet, whatever we maintained, so we need to maintain some input as well. Why? Because while we maintain the general entries, we need to maintain these things as well. When we try to post the general entries in FB50 or FB60 or FB70, so that time we need to give what is our company code, or what is our customer number or vendor number and all. So for
Yeah.
our easy understanding purpose, whatever I maintain in the system, so same things I will maintain in my Excel sheet as well.
Right.
So now I will go to the definition part in enterprise structure. And in our material, I given like this, the path I maintain and T code also I maintain.
Okay.
So when you practice, just you can go through this document and you can maintain easily. And
Sure.
even I given the screenshots as well.
Mm.
So with this, simply you can maintain your company details
Sure.
and click on company. Sorry. Server every 5 minutes, if we are not done any activity, so this is automatically closed. Okay. So now, so anything if I want to maintain the configuration in SAP, already
Mm.
I told you there is a 3 ways.
Yeah.
One is the path, and the second is the T code, and the third is the table level. So for
Mm.
these things, I will maintain with the help of T code like
Mm.
OX15. If I click here, so I need
Yeah.
to go to new entries, and here I mentioned my company. So what company I need to give? Okay, so I mentioned as some GK group. It is not accepted also. Okay, so I mentioned some G group. Hmm.
Okay.
So it is accepted only 6 digits.
Mm.
So more than that, it is not accepted. So earlier I maintained Tata, Coca-Cola and all. Okay. Some K group I mentioned, and company name is K group of companies. And one more important point, Giri. So, in our practice case, whatever we want, we can maintain here.
Mm.
But when it comes to the real-time projects, these information provided by the business teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We do, and that point you knows, right? So
Yeah.
each and everything the business is provided, and whatever the business is provided, so just we maintain that things into the system.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but in our case, for our easy understanding, I will maintain as per my choice.
Sure.
So here I maintained these values and the country India and language EN and currency INR. So likewise, so here I need to maintain these fields and click on save.
Yeah.
Whenever I saved, so the system is asked TR. TR means transport request. And with the help of transport request, especially in the real time, so we will move our changes from development to quality system or from development to production system. See, in real time, what
Right.
happened? Basically, we have three type of systems.
Mm.
Okay, so development system, quality system, and production system.
Mm.
So whatever you posted the general entries, so that part of the production system. And in implementation project, what we maintain in the system, that is part of the development system.
Okay.
So basically in SAP, we have three type of systems in the real-time projects. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the server, educational server, what we provided, so in that you have only one system only. But in
Mm.
real time, that is different.
Okay. What is the
So
quality one in real time? Real time?
quality we are using for the testing purpose.
Oh, right,
So
right, right. Yeah.
yeah, first we maintained the configuration here, and
Mm.
later we will move to the quality system. In
Right,
quality
right.
system, we are doing the testing.
Got it. Got it.
So if everything is okay, then we will move to the production system.
Perfect. Yeah.
And after we are moving the production system, our changes, we will do the day-to-day business transactions, the end user entries.
Yeah. That's production.
Yeah, in production.
Yeah.
Okay, but in real-time projects, consultants, we have only the development system access,
Mm.
and the testing team have the testing system accesses, and the business team like end user, super user, power user, and I hope you are also worked on the business side, right?
Yeah.
So you have that production system access.
Mm.
Okay, and access also is very, very important in the real-time projects.
Right.
So here I mentioned my as this one. Okay, so now I need to maintain the second step, company code. So in
Yeah.
SAP, company code is the separate legal entity. And based on this company code only, we need to prepare the financial statements. Financial statements is nothing but at the year end, whatever we prepared, income loss statement or the balance sheet or cash flow statement, funds flow statement, or ratio analysis. So that and all part of the financial statements. And whatever I explained earlier also, so this is the company, Tata Group is the company. And
Yeah.
these are all individual companies we call as a company code. These are all the separate legal entities. And
Mm.
that one we call as a company code here. So then how we will maintain the company code with the help of OX02 transaction code. So I need to go to OX02, click on new entries. Here I need to give some K100. That is my some company code name.
Okay.
And here I maintain K Motors Limited.
Right.
So this is located in Hyderabad, and this is in country India,
Right.
and currency I'm using INR, and the language I maintain as English. So even in SAP, you know, right, it supports more than 44 languages.
Mm.
So in real-time working environment, sometimes what happened, even the client is used different language as well.
Got it.
So yeah. So then click on this address overview. I need
Yeah.
to maintain one more time my details. K Motor Limited and such term I maintained as K Group. And even in SAP, I hope you knows this point also. See, whenever we maintained any things into the system, so the very important point is we don't want to maintain all the fields.
Mm.
Okay, but some fields, if that field is there in this tick mark, this is the mandatory field.
Right.
So this field we need to maintain some data. Otherwise, the system will throw the error.
Got it.
Okay, so then I mentioned as Amirpet, and here I mentioned as postal code as 5 lakhs 18, and the city has Hyderabad. Country, this is mandatory field in India, and the
Yeah.
region I maintained as some Telangana region.
Mm.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
remaining there is no tick marks as well, so I don't want to maintain the remaining fields as well. And click on copy and click on save.
Yeah.
So one more time saved here, and I will save this one. So my values was saved. So two things I maintained, company and company code. In Excel sheet also I mentioned my company code as K100.
Right.
Okay. So likewise in the real time what happened? So under the group of companies we have multiple company codes. We have 40 company codes, we have 100 company codes, we have 120 company codes, or whatever it is. So when we were working in the implementation project, whatever the business is provided, so based on that information, we will maintain the company codes. But in our training case, so I will take only one company code and one company. But where it comes to the real time scenario, we can see n number of company codes. But
Right.
anyway, so the company codes maintenance, the T code is OX02 only, same things only. But the point is, in real time, whatever the business is provided the input, that input we need to maintain here.
Got it.
Yeah. So next one, the third step. So we need to assign company code to company. So earlier we created one company, that is K Group, and we maintained one company code, that is K Motors Limited. So these two things I need to connect. So
Mm.
then only under the company, whatever the company codes we have, all is connected through the company.
Got
That
it.
time only I can prepare my consolidation financial statements.
Yeah.
So the T code is OX16. And here I need to give my company code as K100, what I maintained earlier. And here I maintained my company as K Group
Yeah.
and click on save. Likewise, for example, in our project, if you have 10 company codes, so
Mm.
the 10 company codes, you can give the company as same K Group. It
Yeah.
means under K Group, we have 10 company codes.
Mapping, something like mapping TCS, Tata Motors,
Yes,
everything under
yes,
Tata Group.
exactly. So in real time, what happened? So we will give the Tata Group as a company.
Yeah.
And TCS, we will give one company code, and Tata ELXISI one group, one company code, and Tata Steel one company code, Tata Motors one company code. These are all company codes we are assigned to this group only.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is the company and company code, and we are assigning company code to company. And the next point is the define business area. And very important point is here there is a small difference between ECC to SAP S4HANA. See, in ECC, we have this concept. Business area is nothing but geographical area of operations of the business. For example, Tata Motors is have the business entire India. But if they want to see particularly one state wise performance, the business performance, whether that company have profit or loss. So that time, so they maintained this concept, business area concept. So in ECC, we have this concept, but in SAP S4HANA, this concept is absolute.
Okay.
So this concept is replaced by the segment
Mm.
reporting. So that
Okay.
is the change between ECC to SAP S4HANA. But anyway, still we have some ECC projects in the market in next 1 year, 2 years. So because of that, in my course content, I maintained this one. And even in S4 HANA system also, we can define the business area and we can define the consolidated business area, these points, but the functionality is not working. For our
Right.
satisfaction purpose, we will maintain these things into the system. But the
Sure.
final functionality is not working in the SAP S4 HANA system.
Got it.
So now how I will maintain my business area? So I need to go to the OX03
Mm.
and click on new entries. And here I mentioned K100
Yeah.
or K101 or K102
Two.
or K103.
Mm.
And the first one I maintained as Hyderabad business area.
Mm.
And second one I maintained as Chennai business area and Bangalore business area and Vizag business area.
Mm.
So likewise here I maintain 4 business areas and click on save. Next point. So next point is the maintain consolidation business area. So
Mm.
for example, same scenario in India. So
Mm.
we know we have 4 regions: South
Yeah.
region, North region, West region, and Eastern region. For
Yeah.
example, if the business want to see their performance in the regions wise,
Mm.
so then we are using this concept, consolidation business area concept.
Yeah.
So within the region, whatever we maintained until now, the 4 business areas, these things only I maintain. Hyderabad business area, Chennai business area, Vizag business area, and Bangalore business area. So
Yeah.
these 4 things is part of southern region only. Am I correct
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah. 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 Perfect.
Yeah,
Making sense.
yeah. So that time, so if I want to maintain these things also, I need to maintain these things as OCC1 transaction code. I need to go to OCC1.
Yeah.
So click on this one and KS01, and this one I maintained as Southern Consolidation Business,
Yeah.
and click on save. Okay.
Yeah.
Next point. So earlier I maintained 4 business areas and I maintained one region, one Southern Consolidation Business area also. So
Yeah.
those 4 things I am connecting with this step: assign business area to consolidation business area. Like until now, we maintained the business area 4 points here, and we maintained southern region as well. But we are not connecting these 2 things, correct?
Yep.
So we connected now with the help of OB-B6 code. So now I need to go to OB-B6 here. And here my business areas, it starts with K100. For these 4 business areas, I will give my consolidation business area as KS10.
Okay. First create
Yeah,
them, then map them.
exactly. In SAP, everywhere this is common. First we need to create and
Mm.
later we need to map. So same things for 4 business areas like Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Vizag, I am assigning to my southern region. Click on
Perfect.
save. That's it.
Yeah.
So same thing I think I need to maintain here. K101, K102, K103, and KS01. Okay. So now I need to maintain next setting. And before that, even I given some important note as well. What I said earlier, like business area concept is absolute in the SAP S/4HANA system. But again, if this business area wants to use in the SAP Central Finance, yes, we have a option, but we need to implement some SAP nodes. Like SAP nodes is nothing but we need to raise the request to the SAP, the SAP, the software provider. So with the help of some SAP node, we can use it this business area into the central finance as well. So because of that, so here I mentioned some theory like this, some important note. Okay. So I will share this material.
Yeah.
So please go through this material to practice whatever I said until now.
Sure. I'll do that.
Hmm. And theory also, please go through at least one time.
Yeah, yeah,
What
I
is
will.
these things and all? Yeah.
Yeah,
If you know, that's okay. But if you don't know, just you can go through one time.
yeah, yeah.
Next point, define functional area. So in business, we know we have different functions like
Hmm.
production function, administration function, sales function, or some HR function. So in these different functions, again, by the function wise, if the business wants to know the expense or the income, so if the business wants to looking to see the reports based on the functions wise also, we can use this option. Just we need to define the functional areas here.
Right,
So for this one, so we don't have T code. We need to go with path only. So in SAP, 60 to 70% of the transactions we have T codes, but the 30 to 40% of the transactions we don't have T code. So that time we need to go to the path only.
okay,
So in our material, so I mentioned the path clearly.
okay,
So same thing, while you practice, you can go through. So again, I mentioned KP01 and KPF1.
okay,
So this is the production function and this is the finance function. So just click on save. So here I mentioned KP01 and KPF1.
okay.
Sorry, here itself. KPF1. Okay. Next point. Define FM area. So in finance, we know the financial management, especially if you want to produce the funds flow statement, or if you are taking some managerial decisions regarding to buy some new assets or whatever it is, we need to implement the financial management subject, financial management. So that thing also, even in SAP, we have a option. So we need to define the FM area with the help of OF01 T code.
Okay.
So we need to go back OF01. So sometimes some T codes, it is not giving the new entries option. So that time what we need to do, so just we can go through the path.
Okay.
So enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, and
Ephemeral.
maintain and from area. Click this one
Mm.
and new entries. And here I mentioned same as my company code K100. And this is K group FM area, K group FM area. And here I mentioned my FM area currency as INR.
Mm.
It means this currency in future, I maintain my financial management.
Yeah.
So click on save. Save it here. And same thing I mentioned as K100 here. Now I need to assign this FM area into my company code.
Mm.
So go back instead of definition. So here we have assignment as well and financial accounting. And here I need to assign company code to FM area. Click this one and my company code is K100 and my FM area is also K100. Click on save. Save it here. Okay. Next point. Define credit control area. So what do you mean by credit control area? So in real time business environment, we know every business run based on the credit only.
Mm.
So obviously, if you consider the one chain link process, so there is some chain link process, like there is some manufacturer, and later there is some wholesaler, and later there is some retailer, and finally customer. So in this the sales chain link process also, the company will not get money immediately.
Yeah.
So obviously the company gives some credit to the customers only. Even nowadays we can buy everything in credit because of the credit cards or because of the EMI options and all. So,
Mm.
but the at the same time we are not giving same credit to the all the customers based on the customer relation with us and based on the volume of the transactions what we happened with the customer and based
Right.
on the customer reputation. So we are giving some credit to the customer like 30 days credit, 45 days credit or 60 days credit. So these things and all it is controlled by this concept credit control area in the SAP system.
Right.
Okay, again, this concept is linked to the sales and distribution module. Why? Because whenever we call the customer is and all taken care by the sales and distribution module. And even the credit management and collection management, those are all part of FSCM, like financial supply chain management. It means
Mm.
that this point is associated with the finance, sales and distribution, and FSCM as well. But
Right.
in finance point of view, just we need to define the credit control area.
Okay.
So the T code is OB45, OB45, and click on new entries. So here I mentioned K100, currency I mentioned INR. So now you can see in finance case, we maintain these two things. And SD point of view, they need to maintain these two things. And FSCM point of view, they need to maintain these three fields.
Right.
So click on save, go back, and here K100 credit control area. I mentioned the like this credit control area and click on save. Same thing I am updated here K100.
Right.
Okay. And next step. So assign company code to credit control area. So OB38 transaction code OB38 and my company code is K100. And same thing I am assign it to my credit
Com-
control areas K100 and click on save.
okay.
So these are the steps, 11 steps we need to maintain as part of enterprise structure. It's very easy topic, but
Okay.
the point is we need to know why we maintain this enterprise structure. So the very important point is before we start our finance things into the system, we need to set up our entire enterprise. What is
Yeah.
our company? Under the
Mm.
company, how many company codes we have? And
Mm.
if the business is wants to maintain the business areas or not, and
Mm.
again if the business is looking to maintain the functional areas or not, or FM area or not, or credit control area or not. So based on that we need to maintain that configurations into the system.
Yeah.
Okay, so I shared this material as well already. So
Yeah.
please go through this material and please try to install that SAP application and
Yeah. Yeah.
please start doing your practice as well.
Then I'll do that. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So then I will close this session.
Okay.
Even you have only 40 minutes of time to left.
No
Yeah.
problem. No problem. I think
Yeah.
that's not an issue.
Yeah.
Maybe yeah. I'll do this. I'll install. I'll practice. And
Yeah.
do we have classes during the weekend or how it is?
No, no, no.
Next class is Monday. Is it?
Monday, Monday.
Oh,
Monday.
perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
Monday.
these 2 days, please you utilize your time to do
I'll
these
do that.
things.
I'll
Yeah.
do that. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Sure.
Yes.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, Gopi. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Giri. Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.